Hey, what's happening, everybody? I go by the name Ketchup on the chips, yeah, like my fans always call me. Afro dance hall #1 all the way from Nigeria to the world, and I'm here on EL Live now. I wouldn't say per se that I've been away from the music scene. I have been working on my album and also getting to grow in my sound, the Afro dancehall sound, which is a fusion of Afrobeat and dancehall. When you fuse those two together, it's like a different blend of sound. You know, it's like speaking Pidgin English instead of Patois, which is Afrobeats, you know, originated, and bouncing it like a dancehall artist. And I had to, you know, go back to the roots of Afro dancehall, which I believe should be East Africa, where, you know, dancehall actually grew from in Africa. East Africa is like the Jamaica of Africa. So I actually went there, you know, I had to meet with the producers, the songwriters. I did a couple of collabos with the artists out there, you know. I just got to, you know, grow with them and see how they think, coming from their point of view. And then I brought that back home and, you know, solidified my sound on my album, and which should be out before the end of the year. I'd like to think that in the beginning it was all, you know, good vibes, fun, and everybody was having a good time. But as I grew as an artist, I came to realize that being a new artist, a lot of new artists don't get to understand the business part of it. You know, they just, oh, I want to do music, I want to blow, I want to be big. But I had to learn my own way to understand that music is actually not always about the passion. Regardless of the passion, at some point you still have to do it for the money, because you have bills to pay. You have people to take care of, you know, your songwriters, your producers, everybody needs to cash out and go to the bank, you know. So for me, yes, I love music from the bottom of my heart. It's for passion, but at the same time, the business part of it is very important to me. I'd like to say that, you know, being an independent artist, so it means a lot to me. The inspiration behind Big Daddy was, I'd say, my own way of translating what fusing Afrobeat and dancehall was. And the face of Afrobeat should be Fela. He's the gallus man, you know. In Afrobeat, Fela is the chicks man, right? And then me being an Afro dancehall artist, that's my way to say, if I was Fela, this is how I would do it. You know, it's more of translating the new generation of how people see, oh, everybody just wants to be a big daddy, whichever way you can be, not in size now, but big daddy in the fact that, oh, I got big money in my account, oh, everywhere I turn up, the girls just, you know, want to love me, oh yeah, big daddy. And, you know, it's just crazy how, you know, it's been getting a lot of attention from the girls that want to think about it the other way and say, oh, big daddy, big, you know. So, but still, I'd like to say Big Daddy as a record has been doing great, and it was actually originally influenced by Afrobeat and dancehall, you know, even from the video concept, which was written by myself and Ego. I was able to show how one man could be in the middle of all these gals and make everybody feel good at the same time. So that's basically it. It's just, you know, Big Daddy for the girls. Everybody wants a Big Daddy. Oh, chubby Big Daddy, feeling good. Yeah, that's basically it. Now, that album is the first ever Afro dancehall album in the whole of Africa, if I should put it that way. I tweeted about it the other day, and Stoneboy came up and was like, yo, I see what you're doing, Ketchup, you're fusing that Afro dancehall thing. But it's different with the way I do it, because my style is different. I don't come there and say, where do you get them? Nah, I'm speaking normal Pidgin English. All you have to do is listen. That's the thing about Nigerians. Yeah, the beat, they just run with it. But sometimes it's fun for me when my fans actually, you know, come to terms with the lyrics. I'm like, oh, that's what you said there. Oh, this guy. You know, it makes me feel good that people are actually listening. So this album is going to be the first ever Afro dancehall album. It's titled Skillamatic, and it should be out real soon. I'd have to drop it on, you know, online, you know, for my people all around the world to be able to download it on their phones, because the digital world now, you know, be able to stream the music. We have about 8 to 9 videos on standby to go on the album. I have Las Busy on the album on 2 tracks. I have Flavor on the album, and I do have a lot of other collaborations, but I feel like I need to give my fans a little bit more music, because I've been checking the statics and they're like, oh, you don't give us as much music as we want. So this album will help them define Ketchup as an artist and as, you know, the original Afro dancehall sound starts from this album. Controversy and scandals. I've had my own fair share of scandals, you know. Yeah, I want to say I had a little small thing, but I think scandals depends on how you handle it. And big up my management. My management has been, yo, big up yourself, my management. They've been totally fantastic. They've been my friends. You know, if you have a management that's your friend, you can talk to them about everything. So basically, I've been able to handle it with the fact that I'm just me. I do my own vibes. I don't try to be an artist and forget my personal life. I don't try to be my personal self and forget that I still have, you know, owe the public a particular figure that I need to play when I'm out there, you know. But at the same time, I keep it 90% of the time I'm just myself, doing my own thing. No sugarcoating. It's just the way that you see me. That's the way I am. Know what music business is about. That's basically it for me. As long as you're safe with your music business, you're gonna be fine in the end, you know. And also, I know they've heard all this: be humble, be that, be this, be that, but I'm not gonna be here to judge anybody. Some people might not be humble and it'll work for them. Some people might be humble and lose at the end of the day. So for me, I just say, yo, just one life to live, do what you have to do. Just make sure you leave a good legacy for people to remember when you're gone. Whatever you're doing, just always remember when you go, we're gonna use your DP and remember all the dumb things you've been doing. So just try to keep it original and be yourself, and don't lose yourself with the hype.